Yeah, 7:30. There we go. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Congregation Beth Emek, especially to our guests and visitors, people who might be with us for the very first time. We're glad that you're here. I know a lot of people are here because they're part of the Sugars family. So we'll be celebrating Mira's bat mitzvah tomorrow morning. So welcome to all of you who came to be part of that family celebration. And welcome to everybody watching online. I'm looking at you. Okay, in case you're wondering, there's a camera right up here. So welcome to those of you watching online, and we're glad that you've joined us. This Friday night is our welcome home from Camp Shabbat, which is one of my favorite weeks of the year, where I get to pull out all the stops and do only camp melodies, only favorites from camp. And particularly from Camp Newman, which is the Reform Movement summer camp up in Santa Rosa, where we have so many of our congregants attending. All right, so those of you who went to camp this summer, anytime you feel so moved, just do it, okay? Just get up and do it, all right? Here, let's start out the way they do at camp. Not quite the way we typically do on Friday nights. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. It's easy. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Better kick up your feet, cause the week is gone. All right, that's all there is. It's not a very complicated song. You can do it. You try with your hand. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. 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 Better kick up your feet, cause the week is gone. All right, now what they do at camp is they kind of like do a little quick run through of all the blessings in shorthand. It's easy. You do it like this. Nice and slow. Candles, kiddush, challah, brownies. I know there's no real blessing over brownies, but if it's not Shabbat at camp without the brownies. So candles, kiddush, challah, brownies. All right, double time. Candles, kiddush, challah, brownies, candles, kiddush, challah. Do it again. Candles, kiddush, challah, brownies, candles, kiddush. All right, triple time. Candles, kiddush, challah, brownies, 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 candles, kiddush, challah, brownies. All right, yeah. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Better kick up your feet, cause the week is gone. Woo! Yeah. That's the way to start Shabbat, isn't it? Okay. We're going to welcome in Shabbat by lighting Shabbat candles. Our candles will be lit by tomorrow morning's bat mitzvah Mira Sugar, along with her parents Josh and Britt and her brother Eli. Please turn to page 3 in the prayer book. Come on up. Come on up. You don't need the prayer books. We got it up here. All right. Let's see if that's going to work. Why don't you come on up here? Yeah. There you go.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. translation to read that right there. Okay.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen. Thanks very much. Shabbat shalom. Well, give me 1 second. I'm gonna run off. Do a little consult here. All right. Page 13 in the prayer book. 13. Where is this? If you look down towards the bottom of the page, 4th line from the bottom. Ya'alo Sadai. That's too low. Let me kick it up here. Ya'alo Sadai. B'chol asher bo. Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. All right, everybody can sing ay, 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 ay. If you don't know Hebrew, you can still sing that. Ya'alo Sadai. B'chol asher bo. Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Az Yeradanu, Kol Natsei Ya'ar. 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 Ya'alo Sadai, B'chol asher bo. Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai. B'chol asher bo. Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. So the songs is from the Psalms. It says, let all the trees and all the fields rejoice, which is just a great text for when you're praying outside. Az Yeradanu, Kol Natsei Ya'ar. 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 Ya'alo Sadai, B'chol asher bo. Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai. B'chol asher bo. Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Page 26 in the prayer book. So any of our religious school students in grades 6, 7, or 8, come on up and help lead us in Chatzi Kaddish, please. Page 26. All right, everybody step forward a little bit. Go ahead, support. And here, you get us started, okay?
1, 2, 3.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba
Amen.
V'yamad yivarach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei V'chayechon u'yomechon U'chayei techol Beit Yisrael Bagala bagala U'bizman kariv V'imeru Amen Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach Le'olam u'lo me'omaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yishroman V'yitnaseh V'yitatar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei D'Kudisha B'rechu Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushechata V'nehemata Damir Ha'yoma V'imeru Amen.
La 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 ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can I hear your voice? Can I understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Page 28. Ya la 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 la. 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 Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. You may be seated. Please turn over to page 34, but before we sing Shema, I just want to comment about this melody. Yes, it's a melody that they sing at camp. It's a melody we sing in our congregation. This setting for Shema is not old. It's really, well, I don't know whether to call it new or not. It's one of our favorite melodies. It was written by Tzvika Pick, an Israeli songwriter. It just so happened that Tzvika Pick died this week. He was a young man. He was a star of Israeli pop music. He made his name playing the lead in the Israeli stage production of Hair. So it kind of gives you an idea how old the guy is, right? Okay. And Tzvika Pick, I don't know how to define what kind of pop star he was. I guess you might say he was something like David Bowie for Israelis. Fabulous, sometimes called the first Israeli rock star. Now, there was a point in time when some music producer decided it would be really cool to get a bunch of pop stars to write religious songs. They'd produce an album of religious songs written by pop stars. And Tzvika Pick, in consecutive years of the Hasidic Song Festival albums, none of the people writing songs for Hasidic Song Festival are Hasidim. They're all pop stars. And he wrote two of the most beloved melodies among American Jews. And Israelis just think of him as a pop star. They have no sense that about these songs. But one of them is this melody for Shema, and the other is the very well-known melody for Shehachionu. That melody. But his melody for Shema is this beloved melody. I got to tell you more because he's such a fantastic songwriter. He wrote the winning song of the Eurovision Song Contest. Anybody ever hear of Eurovision? Okay, some of you. If you're not from the United States, you're more likely to know what Eurovision is. It's the Olympics of pop songwriting, but really focused on Europe. And he wrote a winning song that was sung not by him. The song's called Diva. It was won by the very first trans contestant in the Eurovision contest, whose name was Dana International, and she won for Israel and song team. And there's so much interesting about Tzvika Pick. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod, Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kivod, Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Page 37. Let's read this English setting of Ehavta together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. The next prayer in the service is usually Michamocha, but this prayer book, as you know, provides us with alternative versions of each of the prayers. You can do the Hebrew or the translation or one of the poetic settings. This is one of the poetic settings for Michamocha. It's on page 123, and I invite you to turn there because it's got a really powerful melody to it, written by Dan Nichols. Bottom of page 123. Okay, campers from Newman, all right? If you can help me sing this, I would really be grateful, particularly when we get to the chorus, you know, the chorus part, the like high energy stuff, just go for it, all right, please. If you want to jump up and do it with me, you could come on up here and do it. I want some support here. What is my lifespan? I'm like a man gone out of Egypt. The Red Sea parts, I cross on dry land. 2 walls of water on my right and on my left hand. Pharaoh's army is horsemen behind me, before me the desert, perhaps the promised land too. That is my life span. Whoa, whoa, let me hear you sing it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is my lifespan? I'm like a man gone out of Egypt. The Red Sea parts, I cross on dry land. 2 walls of water on my right and on my left hand. Pharaoh's army is horsemen behind me, before me the desert, perhaps the promised land too. That is my life span. Whoa, whoa, Dan Nichols is such a wonderful songwriter. He's contributed a lot of the songs that Camp loves to sing, including a Hashkiveno and a Vishamru. And I know that at Newman, they like to segue all these songs together. If you look back in the prayer book on page 42, so they kind of splice this together. Pages 42 and 44, they do a little bit at the top of page 42, and then the bottom of page 42, and then we're going to flip over to page 44 and do some of that. So just be prepared. You're going to have to jump around on the page. Here goes. You know what I love about how they do Hashkivenu at camp? There's this moment where the counselors pick up their talitot and hold them over the heads of the campers, because the prayer says, spread over us a shelter of your peace. We're going to say it in Hebrew, but in English, it's spread over us a shelter of your peace. Sukkot Shalom Mecha. And the counselors take their talitot and spread them over the campers. Now, you know, the great thing about being at camp is that you're away from your parents, right? But at that moment, you feel like you're being cared for. You feel like you're being, if not parented, that you're getting that love. And that's just, somehow they hooked into something deep that makes sense on a very visceral level to campers. I love that. Is that the right key? I don't think that's the right key. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Go down to the bottom of the page. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom. Oh, hey, kol avo Yisrael. Al Yerushalayim. Al Yerushalayim. Ve'al kol ha'amo, ve'al Yerushalayim, shalom. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom alei, ve'al kol ha'amo Yisrael. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. Page 44. La'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam. Let's pick it up a little bit. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. La'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam britolam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim, et ha'aretz. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafar. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. La'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam britolam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat. We rise for the Tefillah, page 46. Anananananana Adonai. Ananananana Svatai Tivta. Ananananana Ufiyaki Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Svatai Tivta. Ananananana Ufiyaki Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Svatai Tivta. Ananananana Ufiyaki Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot Umevi Gula Livnei Bneihem Leman Shemo B'Yahava Melech Hozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Please be seated. Let's continue on page 53. Please read with me. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Blessed is the Eternal One, the Holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh. Page 60. That's going to make a difference. Let's try that. Wow. Okay. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. At this time in our worship, we ask for healing for members of our congregation and their loved ones who are ill. If you are praying for healing of body or healing of spirit for a loved one, I invite you to share that person's name out loud as my eyes pass yours. To those whose names we have said out loud, we add those whom we hold in our hearts. We say, Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. We praise you, God, the source of healing. Let us say together, Amen. Let's take a moment for silent prayer. Okay. It'll be interesting to see how it comes out. Yeah. All right. Gabriel Eaton. We haven't ever played this together before, but we both know the song, so we figure it's gonna come out fine. It's on page 62, at the bottom of page 62. Just do a little run through the chords first and see how it goes. Oh, say shalom in Roma. Oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Ve'amol Israel. Ve'amol Keep going. Oh, say shalom. Oh, say shalom in Roma. Oh, yeah, say shalom aleinu. Ve'amol Israel. Okay, last time. Yeah, oh, so much fun. Oh my gosh. I've been dying to play with it. Thank you. Yeah. All right, so I asked a few of our campers. Not everybody went to camp. We had a lot of congregants go to camp. I don't know how many it was this summer. It's definitely more than a couple of dozen. Yeah. Lisa, what do you think? Lisa, how many did we have from the congregation at 30 at one point or another? It's huge. Way out of proportion to the size of our congregation. So I just randomly asked a few to answer a couple of questions about their experience at camp this summer, about what it's like to be at Jewish summer camp. But those of you who I didn't ask, listen, if you got something to add, that's like really, yeah, this is important. You can't miss this. I'm gonna invite you to do that. Okay, so just so you know, you're not being left out. All right, so let's see who Jonah Norman and Allison Schaefer. Where are you, Allison? I know you're out there somewhere. And Dylan Lopez. Where are you, Dylan? There you go, Dylan. And Amaya Sexton, come on up. And there you go, Maya. So, all right, hold on a second. I'll give the brief intro. So, I asked each of these from this summer's camp experience to answer two questions. And the two questions are, what was the most special time at camp? Okay, think about it. What was the most special time at camp? And what was your favorite activity? All right, so who's going first? Lead them off? All right, go ahead.
I think there were a lot of special times at camp. Overall, it was very special, but one of my favorites that came to mind were the cabin times. And so there are cabins in each session, and mostly every night the counselors prepare a cabin time, which is sometimes a game, sometimes an activity. But one of my favorites was every Friday after Shabbat, we would have something called Guac Talk, where we would go down to a creek site where there were these logs. We would all sit around and we would talk about our week. We'd ask each other different questions, and we would eat snacks, usually guac and chips, and it was very special and fun. And I always enjoyed that, and that was very special to me.
And favorite activity?
I think my main favorite activity was Shabbat, mainly the dancing. It's always super high energy, a ton of fun. All the dances are great, and just spending time with your friends doing that is always a ton of fun. And I really enjoyed all of that.
Jonah. All right, so that was a good lead in, because after the service is over, we're going to play dance songs from camp. Okay, we're going to have, we're going to play songs from for dancing at camp. Okay, Allison, you're up.
Hi, I'm Allison. For me, the most special moments at camp were Avodah, which is the session I was in, does this thing called Shishi Fire, where every Friday night after Shabbat dancing, we sit around the campfire and go around and just kind of give shout outs to other people in our session about like things they did this week or like nice things they did. And then we'd like play campfire songs. That was always really special. And one of my favorite activities, I was also going to say Shabbat dancing, just because it's super fun and you're always tired by the end of it, but it's just like the best.
There you go. Okay, Dylan.
Something very special for me at camp was Shabbat, because especially like the Shira after the service, because we got to dance and like have fun with all of our friends, and it was just really fun. And my favorite activity was probably every day before lunch. My session went to the pool with another session, and we played Frisbee, and we just swam, and it was really fun.
You played Frisbee in the pool?
Yeah.
That works? That's a thing?
We just threw the Frisbee.
Huh? Amaya?
I really liked making friends, and I made a lot of friends and making friendship bracelets, even though I failed a lot. And my favorite activity was probably Shabbat, because it was really fun dancing with all of my friends.
Wow, cool. Well, we have a hit for Shabbat, that's for sure. All right, campers, did we miss something? The most special time at camp? I don't want to miss like the thing that you said. I really have something. Anybody want to add in that I didn't? Go ahead. Just shout it out. Stand up and shout it out. Go ahead.
So every night, right before we were all packing up to go to bed, we would gather around in a circle our whole session, and we would sing
Ashki Vader, yeah.
Really special. And my eyes got a little wet the last one. So,
Yeah. Different melody than the one we did tonight. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Other special time, favorite activity that we missed? Go ahead. I can't even see who it is. They're too far away. Hi, Ruby. What is this? We love to cry. If you're at camp, you love to. No, siyum, I have to translate. Siyum literally means conclusion, but it's also a term at camp for the end of the day gathering. Kind of like close out with some time of togetherness. Something else, others that had something you wanted to add, throw in? Yes? Yes. Let's, in that case, let's find out what's happening at Congregation Beth Emek this week. And it looks like Lisa Kama, our past president, is doing announcements for us tonight.
Shabbat Shalom. It's nice to be back. Like many of these campers, I also spend my summer at Camp Newman. So this is my first Shabbat back at Beth Emek, and it's great to be here. This this weekend, Sunday, we start religious school. So if you have not yet filled out your registration, please take care of that before Sunday and be here morning or afternoon, depending on your schedule. If you haven't taken care of your membership renewal, now is the time to do that as well. A week from Sunday, next Sunday, we will have a security training here at Beth Emek, hosted by the Jewish Federation of San Francisco, the Greater Bay Area, coming to talk about how to keep our community safe in all different settings. That will happen here in person, and there will also be a Zoom option. In addition, coming in September, we have a fall game night. Saturday, September 10th, we'll start with Havdalah in the evening, followed with a bunch of your favorite board games for everyone of all ages and stages. So come on out and join us. And soon High Holy Days are coming. So start watching for emails with details. We'll need a lot of support like we always do. We need ushers, we need chanters, we need people to take part in services. So please keep your eye on your inboxes. We'd love to get the help of lots of folks to help us make this year really special. Shabbat Shalom.
And Shabbat tomorrow.
Shabbat tomorrow morning, bat mitzvah of Mira at 10:30 here in the sanctuary. So please come join us. It will also be streamed online as well. And thank you to our B'nai Mitzvah Chavara for sponsoring our Oneg Shabbat that we'll enjoy together after the service.
And Torah studies at 9 a.m. Indoors in classroom 1 tomorrow morning. We're going to continue now on page 285. Here's 285. There we go. Please read with me. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth. The word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai we get there, you got to show people what you're doing. They got to be able to see that. All right. Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Eloheinu. All right, if you know the motions, stand up and show everyone else what you're doing. I don't know. Yeah. Judaism teaches us the sacred duty of memory. On this Shabbat, we remember those members of our congregation and their loved ones who have died within the past. Well, this week, we are remembering those whose yahrzeit occurred on this Shabbat. And I invite those who are observing yahrzeit for the following to rise as I recite their names: Roseanne Dunn, Philip Harris, Rachel Harris, Rebecca Hyams, Barbara Jonas, Reuben Russman, Richard Schiff, Beatrice Walton, Natalie Weinstein. I invite all those who are observing the first year of mourning to rise at this time. Zichronam levracha, may their memories be a blessing. We rise as one congregation, united by memory and compassion, to praise God's name. Mourner's Kaddish may be found on page 294. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah be'alma divra firute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon v'yomechon u'v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei dekudishah b'riachu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechmata. Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlam araba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'mormav. Huyaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Let us say together, Amen. Please be seated. Following our closing song, Mira is going to lead us in Kiddush and Motzi. But before we get there, wait, Mira, I've got a fun closing song to do with everybody, for which I'm going to ask a few campers to help me out. So you're going to have to hold up some signs for me. And so I just need a few volunteers who are willing to come forward and give me a hand. All right, who's brave enough to be a chart holder? They're going off to get the challah and the kiddush, but I don't think you want to leave quite yet, to tell you the truth, because you're going to want to sing this. Okay? Do you know this song? You don't know that song? No? Do you know this song? Did you sing this? Okay. Did you sing that?
No.
All right. So you don't have to hold this up. So, the camp song leader said, oh, yeah, this one's a hit. This one's a hit this summer. Who knew? I mean, I've been following, sounded like a good hit to me. But wait, I do need some help. So, Janet, are you around? Do you think you could give me a hand with this one? Because we have to hold it up close in front of people. It is too small, but if you get it like right in front of their faces, you'll be able to get one side of the room. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to get the other side. So this is a little eye chart. This is an eye chart. Lisa might know it. Lisa, you want to come up and give me a hand? No? You're not.
Oh, they're all the same. Are they a bunch of them?
No, it's in a row. It's in a row. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that look familiar, Lisa?
No. But at this point in the service, I'm usually serving Shabbat dinner,
Yeah,
so I'm not
right.
at the end of Shabbat services ever.
Let me get these. So, all right. So the camp song leader this summer said, "Oh yeah, this is a big one I'm doing. This is a hit." What do I know? I'm doing what she told me. But Jack Parr wrote this song. Who?
He didn't write it.
He did. He's one of the lyricists. Who remembers seeing the Jack Parr show? All right. Yes. All right. Here goes. So this is a little eye chart for you. Are you ready? follow the letters. I am for you. S-I-M, S-I-M. G, I want to be for you. For F-R. U-R-X-T-C. S-U-R, S-U-R. I intend to be for you. For F-R. I am I in you. You are I in two. S, easy to see. B-B, U-N-I-C, I-2, I-O-I. N, U, S-I-M, S-I-M. U-N-I-L-B, S-1, 4, F-R, and F-R, and F-R. All right, you're going to get to do it again. That was a practice round. Come on, I know you can do it. I am for you. S-I-M, S-I-M. G, I want to be for you. For F-R. U-R-X-T-C, S-U-R, S-U-R. I intend to be for you. For F-R. I am I in you. You are I in two. S, easy to see. B-B, U-N-I-C, I-2, I-O-I. M for you. S-I-M, S-I-M. U-N-I-L-B, S-1, 4, F-R, and F-R, and F-R. All right, there's nothing Jewish about that song at all. I thought it was a camp song, honestly, I really did.
It's really fun to see it online, so look for it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I Am For You.
I Am
That's what
For
it's
You.
called. And you can see the record album.
All right, Mira, come on up. We're going to do Kiddush and Motzi. And where's our Kiddush cup? Is there? There it is. GP's got it. Okay, you got your copy of page 5. There you go. Why don't you stand right here? Thank you very much. Give that one to Mira. And go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu bo mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'achava uvratzon hinhilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit. Ki hu yom tehila limikraye kodesh, zeher litziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
L'chaim. And would you take that cover off of the challah there? Yep. And you could put that Kiddush cup down there. You pick up the challah. Okay, go ahead. Motzi first. Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lahem min haaretz.
Amen. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Take that and give some to your family, okay? Yeah. Four.
Did anybody not get follow who wants
What? Yeah.